We are back with another race in the DRL. How is everyone doing tonight? Turk, welcome to the chat. We are excited to have you here for a mystery race tonight. Yes, you gotta love it, the mystery race. With the mystery races, our drivers did not know where they were racing until about 45 minutes ago when the practice session started, and we will find out in just a moment where we are. But before we start, as always, we want to take a moment to thank our Gold Patreon subscribers for their support in our league. Without them, we could not do what we do, so thank you so much. And if you would like to support everything we're doing here at the DRL, please check out our Patreon or join us in Discord. As we take a quick run through of our schedule, we finished in Zandvoort and we finished in Laguna Seca, and here we are on the mystery track. Looking forward to Red Bull Ring, Oulton Park, another mystery track, Donington Park, and then Suzuka to round out the season. As we take a look at our current standings, we have a tie in first place between Cooper Atherton and Liam in the Platinum class. As a reminder, we do have a drop round here at DRL, so your lowest standings will be not counted towards your overall points. So that is why we see Liam and Cooper tied, although if we were to net it out, the third place is better than a DNS, so Cooper overall is in first place here. Next, we'll take a look at the gold class. Under the gold class, we have Daniel Hirsch with back-to-back first place finishes at 15 points. Gav Cook in second with 12, and tied with him is Sam. In the silver class, we have Juan Lopez and Artur Hermanis, who are tied both with the first place finish. These two had an incredible battle on the track last week, and I am excited to see how they can do tonight. And finally, in the bronze class, we have Satsara and John Malott, both tied with 15 points. And Tarugo in third place with 12. Again, Tarugo and Satsara gave us quite a treat on the track, and I cannot wait to see them battle it out tonight. With two races in, we have some constructor standings as well. We have Morgan Motorsports and Sandbag Syndicate, who are both tied for first place. Morgan Motorsports is made up of Tyler Morgan and Neil Kerbel, while Sandbag Syndicate is made up of Morgan Dino and Sam Bozak. And in third place with 69 points, we have Hirsch Racing, made up of the Hirsch brothers. All right, without further ado, let's take a look at our track tonight is Silverstone. Our mystery track is Silverstone tonight. A famous track, a favorite track, and a lot of fun and some good racing out there I expect to see. So we have about 10 minutes left in our free practice. Bert, nice to see you in the chat. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we will miss you out there. As we are riding along with Nate Henderson, who looks like did not get a livery updated in time, but that is all right. We will have something next week for you. Nate Henderson is making his first appearance of the season in the Platinum class. Nate Henderson is a force to be contended with, and someone who has done coaching for other drivers here at DRL, so he will definitely be someone to watch out for. But right off the bat, we see Liam, who put up a 157.5 and is leading us overall. Nate Henderson is 3/10 behind him, and Cooper Atherton is 7/10 behind him. If we have our Cooper bots in chat, we got to cheer on Cooper Atherton to get him about a second to compete with Liam. Leading the gold drivers, we have Sam Bozak, who is put up a, let's see here, 159.2, leading the gold class. We also have Albert Gania. Albert Gania is, he was our runner-up in our Pro-Am category last season. This is his first race of this season here. So we are excited to have Mr. Gania back on the track with us this week. And he is currently leading our silver class with an overall time of 159.3. So he is right behind Sam, who should get out of Discord and put up a better time. No, I'm just kidding, Sam. We love to have you here in the chat. Let's see, what else do we got going on here in our practice session? We have, not too far behind Gania, we have Mr. Rodriguez. Let's ride along with Josh Rodriguez. I believe this is Josh's first race of this season, so nice to see him on the track as well. We have Bradley Cooper right behind him, Spencer Braun. Artur Hermanis and Juan Lopez, who gave us quite the treat in the silver class, are way behind Mr. Gania, who is leading the silver, and Bradley Cooper as well. They are about 7/10 behind him, so that is quite a gap. Daniel and Kyle Hirsch also find themselves in 12th and 13th respectively right now, so they got some work to do here. We have Tarugo, who is leading the bronze class right now with a blistering 2 minutes flat, basically. We have Seth Sara, who's 2 minutes, 1 second, and 5/10 behind. So he's about 1.5 seconds behind Tarugo here as we go with our final 7.5 minutes of the practice session. 23 drivers on the grid. We have a nice full grid here. I see some Cooper bots are making their way in chat. What are our predictions for tonight? Who do we think is going to come on top? Do we have a favorite driver of a certain class, someone we want to highlight tonight? The Cooper bots do stay strong. You love to see it with them. We got a Bozak for gold. All right. Little hype for Sam, who right now does have a good lead over Josh. About a 10th, so maybe not a good lead, but Sam hopefully can keep that up and increase his race pace as we go. As a reminder, this is our mystery track here, so the drivers have not had their weekly practice sessions to really dial in the track. Historically speaking, on these mystery tracks, we always see a bit more, we'll say, degenerates out there. The racing tends to be a little more crazy. Drivers aren't always great about hitting their braking points and overtaking, driving with high fuel loads. So it always brings out some interesting driving, to say the least, and I think it'll open up some great opportunities up and down the grid. And we'll see it really level out for some of the drivers who maybe don't have as much time to practice throughout the week, and really comes down to just your raw ability to get out there and drive and see how it goes. So excited to see it. Let's ride along with Sam right now and see what Sam is doing out on the track. We got a Tyler Morgan for Prime Minister as well. A great lap there by Sam, who moves up a little more, it looks like, improving just a little bit. But yeah, Silverstone is an interesting track to find ourselves in for the mystery track. It is one that a lot of drivers are familiar with. It's a popular, not only F1 circuit that a lot of drivers have raced on before, but just a well-known circuit, fun to drive. Really interesting as we go through Maggots and Beckett's, as you're moving through a very technical part of the track. You got some great low-speed turns that you can really look to make some overtaking moves. I find it's a track that really leans itself for some great racing, and I think we can expect that tonight from our drivers. As we look and see, Henderson and Cooper Atherton are not really making too much progress. Coop has been in the pits, so I guess that would make sense. Neil Kerbel is about a second behind Liam, who comes out with, again, blistering pace. We did not see Liam in Laguna Seca, although I don't think it would have mattered because Cooper Atherton was quick there. Take a look at that beautiful Sandbad Syndicate livery. You'll love to see it. All right, let's ride along for a little bit here with one of our new DRL drivers this season, Creamy Von Cream. Be interesting to see how he does. He is currently in 5th place overall in the bronze category with his time. Very close with Alan Leung there, 3/10 behind him. I think you'll see more than any class the bronze drivers really be able to find pace throughout this race as they get more and more comfortable. And it's not even only getting comfortable with the track, it's making sure that you have a setup for your car that you're comfortable with to race. Not a lot of time to really hone that setup in, so hopefully you've raced on Silverstone enough in your particular car that you've been able to build a setup for it. Some drivers like to rotate cars every season just to mix it up a little bit, and for those drivers it's a little bit more of a challenge because they may not have the setups already built, so they're trying to build that on the fly. We got about 3 minutes left in our free practice here. Let's ride along with Gav Cook. Gav Cook is in his hometown race, hailing from the great country of England, currently residing in Canada, however. Gav Cook was in a great battle last week with Daniel Hirsch, only to spin it down the corkscrew. You hate to see it, and maybe we cursed him with the commentators curse a little bit, mentioning his cup of tea as a Brit who does not drink tea. We follow him along Maggots and Beckett's as he looks great coasting through it. Chef, welcome to the chat. Thank you for showing Cooperbot's in the house. We need all of your love and support for Cooper Atherton tonight, who is 7/10 off Liam Curran in the practice session here. Hope he will be able to find a little more pace. And for those of you who are just joining, this is our mystery track, so our drivers have not had their normal practice session. It is 1 hour and 1 hour only for them to practice this track. As we ride along with Marian Satsara, who again treated us to a great race last week as he battled with Tarugo, and leading up to the corkscrew, right on the crest of that thing, he was able to throw his car on the inside and make a beautiful move to secure his first win here in DRL. And he was awarded our driver of the day as well for a great battle and drive. A lot of drivers in contention, but Satsara was our driver of the day last week, so congratulations to him and a wonderful race. As we hop in the cockpit with him as he wakes his way through Maggots and Bets. A little squirrely there as he's going to park it up and stop. As we ride along with Will Sanchez here. Will Sanchez is repping our bronze class as well. Seen some great improvement from him year over year as he works his way around the track here. He is about 7 seconds off first place all in all, but off Tarugo, who was leading the class, he is only a couple seconds, so Will can find some pace and hopefully be able to make some moves. We also see Low-Tech Bandit, who is in the pit lanes right now. Low-Tech Bandit is new to ACC in general, so this is going to be very tricky for him, as I do believe it is his first time in ACC on Silverstone. So looking forward to that race as well. Let's see. Let's ride along with, well, we finished our practice session here, so I think that's enough for now as we get ready for our qualifying session. As a reminder here, we do 2 qualifying splits. We have for our first 10 minutes, we have our bronze and silver class go out. And for the second 10 minutes, it is our gold and platinum drivers. Gav, welcome to the chat and good luck out there tonight. Hopefully you can find a little bit more pace and chase down Sam, who him and Spencer look great. We'll see, Gav, are we going to get some team orders out there between you guys? Will the Brawny boys work together? Kill Spencer, all right. Who do we still got out there? We still got Kyle Hirsch on the track. You see him go a little wide there.
Green light, go, go, go.
All right, we have our qualifying session that has begun. If there is a driver that you would like to ride along with, please let me know. For right now, we are going to ride along with Arturus Hermanis from the Silver class, who looks like he is the first one to make his way out. Bert says, great attendance for tonight's race. We should do mystery tracks every week. It would be interesting to see. It is a great turnout this week. You love to see it. I think some of it comes down to the timing. There were quite a few drivers who could not make the first couple races of the season, whether it be on vacation or other commitments. So you love to see it here. Neil wants a mystery track plus rain. Make it happen. We will see. Kyle, thank you for hopping into the chat. Light to the World Racing, let's get it indeed as we follow along with Arturus Hermanis, who is getting ready to, well, we're not quite there yet. We're about halfway through the track here as we approach the old loop. One spot that can create a good overtaking opportunity for drivers throughout the race, one of the spots to watch, as it is an easy spot to get slow on traction, run a little wide, and get up on the gravel there, can affect your exit speed and really open up an opportunity that is on a long straight here. And again, if there is any driver we want to ride along with during qualifying, please let us know. We will make sure to hop on with Cooper Atherton for the Cooper Bots. We'll try to get along with Sam as well, who's been getting some big shout-outs here on Twitch tonight. As we get ready to start the race with Arturus Hermanis, or start qualifying, excuse me, with Arturus Hermanis as he makes his way down the start straight. As he gets ready to approach Maggots and Beckett's. This is going to be a big gain or loss spot for a lot of the drivers, how well they can navigate this highly technical part of the track. Hop on with Neil Kerbel. Heard the Lexus sounds smooth and sexy. Let's do it. Maybe we'll bring some good luck for Neil and he can deliver a mega lap for us out there. Hermanis looks good there, making his way out of Stowe as he comes down and works his way through our chicane here. Again, another spot that can be a little tricky with the traction. He seems to navigate it well as we make our way down to, well, I guess that's the Formula One start straight, not our start straight, so ignore those little boxes there. So far, it's looked like a great lap for Hermanis. I haven't seen anywhere where he's obviously invalidated this lap here. Behind them, it does look like we have Bradley Cooper, who is very close behind Tarugo. So he may want to give a little separation here. As you may or may not be aware, the drivers cannot overtake in qualifying unless the driver invalidates their lap. So it's up to you to leave enough space to the driver in front of you so that way you can put up your best time possible. As we finish with Hermanis, who, you know, a lot of drivers will cut the inside there. Hopefully he did not cut too much and invalidate his lap. He did not, and he has put up a 159.2 to set up our first time. Our next driver to cross the line will be Tarugo, who has put up a 159. Bradley Cooper's put up a 159.7. Tarugo put up a 201.4. So we have Tarugo, who is about 2 seconds behind Hermanis. Bradley Cooper is about half a second. Albert Gania is 1.1 seconds behind Arturus Hermanis. Satsara is about 8 tenths behind Tarugo for first place overall in the bronze category. Creamy Von Cream is going to sneak in 4/10 behind Tarugo. So a couple great laps being finished here. Let's hop along with Mr. Gania here as he is right behind. Who are we right behind here? I'm not sure who we are running right next to, but looks like he's going to give that position up voluntarily. So we do want to be careful with that. With 98, and who was this green car up here? Ooh, as Albert Cania is going to dance around a little bit up there. As he's going to work his way around, as I don't think he's going to be putting up a better time here. So, as we've got through this a little bit, we have Hermanis, who has put up pole position in the silver class, followed by Bradley Cooper and Albert Cania, who is again sliding all over the track. I don't know if that's intentional, trying to maybe get these tires a little hotter than he wants. As we have a couple drivers who are coming close. That looks like it might be Seth Sar, who he's just letting by there. It is, so he's going to choose not to fight that there. But we have Arturas Hermanis, Bradley Cooper, and Albert Cania, who are currently 1, 2, and 3 in the silver class. And we have Tarugo, Creamy Von Cream, and Marian Sathsara, who are 1, 2, and 3, respectively, in the bronze class. Right now, it is close. Tarugo has put up a slightly better time. He is now half a second ahead of Creamy Von Cream, who hopes to do something here as we ride along with him. Take a look as he is, where are we on the track with Creamy Von Cream? We are getting ready to finish a lap here. We'll see if we get any improvement. Can he cut down on that time? We've seen Sathsar, who will improve. He will get ahead of Creamy Von Cream by 2 seconds. So will Creamy find the time? I don't think he will, as he's going to make his way down to the start straight, and he does not improve on his time. We have seen Juan Lopez put up a great time. He has got ahead of Albert Cania in the silver class, but it is not enough to the mega pace of Arturas Hermanis, who has a 159.070 as the best time so far. Bradley Cooper is 6/10 behind him, Juan Lopez is about a second behind him, and Albert Cania is 1.3 seconds behind him as well. Let's ride along with Tarugo here right now, who's getting ready to, well, he's working his way down the old start straight. Tarugo currently is a 2 minutes flat is what he's been improved to. He is slightly up on his delta, or we're about running at the same time. Trying to see if there's anyone who's up. Alan Leung, he is up by about half a second right now. Let's follow along with him as he works his way through Maggots and Beckett's. See if he can hold that. Alan Leung had a good race all in all last week, given his circumstances. We did find a situation where he was taken out on track that wasn't showed on the stream. It is an unfortunate part of racing, but he did recover well and was able to still put up some good points for him all in all. It's a long season and there is a drop round. So Alan will be able to make up some time here as we have about a minute 45 left in qualifying here, following along with Alan Leung, who is still up on his time. Arturas Hermanis is about 2/10 up currently on his best time as well too, so that'll be interesting to see. Alan Leung is running up to the back of Low Tech Bandit right now, who is at a 2 minutes and 8 seconds, so this is probably going to derail his lap time a little bit, as having better pace than Low Tech Bandit, and we are going to see it here. Alan's going to have to back out. He's going to have one more opportunity to put up a better lap than that. Let's see here. We have Tarugo, who's about 2/10 up right now on his lap. Let's ride along with Low Tech Bandit here as he looks to finish his lap. I'll get a feel for the speed that these guys are driving on. As he looks to finish his lap here. This is going to be a much improved lap for him, about 3.2 seconds up on his previous time, and we're going to see him hop Will Sanchez by 1/10 of a second. So that is a great lap for Low Tech Bandit out there. He has one more lap that he can put it in. Most of the drivers Let's see, Alan Leung will be able to start one more lap, and Arturus Hermanus may be able to cross the line in the next 20 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to, and this is going to be interesting because Bradley Cooper right now, let's ride along with him as he's going to work his way to finish. He is about half a second up on his time, while Lopez behind him is about half a second up on their time as well. So we may have someone to be able to challenge Arturus Hermanus' time, who he is not really improving on this lap, and he does not have enough time to start another, as our gold and platinum drivers are going to work their way out. Bradley Cooper is going to be so close here. Can he find a little bit of time as he's going to look to finish this lap here? Juan Lopez as well has a great time. Tarugo is going to go up. Tarugo puts up a great time to finish here. Bradley Cooper is not going to be able to. He is a tenth off the pace. Juan Lopez, as he's going to get to finish here, let's try to hop over with him quickly, as he did just cross the line as well, and unfortunately was not able to improve on his time. Out there, we have Gania, who is just about finishing as well. We have 462 of Creamy Von Cream, who's pulled in the pit lanes as well. Low Tech Bandit, who's pulled off the track. So with that being said, we have finished with our silver and bronze qualifying. As we finish here, we are going to move over with our next driver's class of platinum and gold. Bert, thank you for the cheers. 3 bits, you love to see it. 1, 2, 3. We absolutely love it out there, as we're going to cheer on Sam a little bit. But right now, we are riding along with Cooper Bot's favorite driver, Cooper Atherton. What is Cooper Atherton going to do as he leads the drivers out? Get the beautiful livery of Cooper Atherton there as he heats his tires up to get ready to put up the best lap that he can. As we expect to see with the platinum and gold drivers, we will probably see lap after lap the pace improve as the drivers look to get up just a banker lap, and then from there improve it however they can. Let's hop in the car here, ride along inside the car with Cooper Atherton. I think a beauty there from Cooper Atherton as he wakes his way through Maggots and Beckett's. You love to see the expertise. So while these drivers are working their way around the track to get it started, let's run quickly through our current order. We have Arturus Hermanus, who has set pole position for the silver class, followed by Bradley Cooper right behind him, who is 1/10 behind him overall. Third place for the silver class is Juan Lopez, who's about 1 second behind Hermanus. However, with that said, Tarugo is third place. As we currently stand, he has split Bradley Cooper and Juan Lopez to set up a great pace. 159.8 for Tarugo is what he's able to put up in qualifying here. Absolutely phenomenal for him to get pole position for the bronze class, followed by Sath Sara. Sath Sara is about 2 seconds, almost 1.8 seconds behind Tarugo. We will see how this plays out in the race. Last week, Tarugo put up a great qualifying lap, but Sath Sara found his pace as well, and Creamy Von Cream in third place. And with that, Cooper Atherton has officially started his lap as we're going to watch him work his way across the track here. as we're going to pick it up, we see some of the drivers crossing the track. Nate Henderson so far has put up the best lap right off the bat with about a 158 flat. 3/10 behind him is Liam Curran, and Cooper Atherton is about half a second behind that. Neil Kerbel as well. Let's hop along with Neil Kerbel. I know we did get a request from that, as we can listen to the beautiful sounds of the Lexus. As we know, a lot of these drivers will put up a banker lap initially, just get something up on the board so they have some kind of time. We really see them spread up and down the board, split between some of these bronze and silver drivers as well. Josh Rodriguez, I'm sure, isn't too happy with his time overall. Daniel Hirsch, Professor Kronotis, Sam Bozak, all guys, Kyle Hirsch, who are going to look to improve based off where they have started here. As these drivers look to make their way towards the finish line here, let's hop along with Cooper Atherton and see what kind of time he's going to put up as he crosses the line. We are not going to see an improvement there. We are going to see an improvement from Liam and Nate Henderson as well. Who else? We're seeing so far a good improvement from Sam. Let's ride along with Sam for a little bit. Sam is about half a second up currently on his lap time and hopes to continue to improve that to work his way up the grid. Gavin Cook right now is about 2/10 behind him, so with his current lap pace, he will be able to get ahead of Gavin Cook for pole position in the gold class. As he crosses the line, we are going to see an improvement for Sam. He is going to jump Gav Cook and is our current pole sitter for the gold class. Josh Rodriguez is also able to get up there, putting almost an identical time to Gavin Cook. So Sam Bozak, Gavin Cook, and Josh Rodriguez are our current 1, 2, and 3 in the gold class, and we still have Nate Henderson, Liam Curran, and Cooper Atherton 1, 2, and 3, as Nate Henderson has improved his time over his last lap. He is not up on it now. Neither is Liam Curran or Cooper Atherton. Something must have happened to Cooper because he is 6 seconds off this pace, so he's just building those tires to get ready to do another lap. Sam is up once again. He is on a great lap here. Gavin Cook is also on a good lap. Let's hop on with Gavin Cook here for a little bit as he looks to improve. At his current pace, he will be able to just barely jump Sam. But Sam has some mega pace because this is coming back. He's half a second up on his current time as well, so hopefully he can keep that up. He still has half a lap to go. Burt Macklin is Sam's biggest fan, so hopefully Sam will not let you down, Burt. So Gav Cook is finding some major pace right now on this lap. He is 7/10 up on it currently. Let's see if he can hold it through a spot on the track where you can kind of kill your time a little bit if you do not get a good traction out of this turn. It looks like Gav has found traction. He's going to be able to keep up the pace here, and he should jump Sam with that. He does. He's going to get way up there on Sam. He's going to get ahead of Sam by about 3/10. Daniel Hirsch has snuck in as well. Got right behind Sam at 3/10 behind Sam. Spencer Braun's going to put up a great pace. So Braun GP, Spencer and Gavin Cook are going to be 1-2 currently in the gold class unless Sam can find some more time. Taking a look at our platinum class, we're not seeing too much of a change. Still Nate Henderson, Liam Curran, Cooper Atherton, and Neil Kerbel up there. Let's see, who do we have that's making up some time? Nate Henderson is making up some time. Let's ride along with Daniel Hirsch here, who is about half a second up on his lap, about halfway through. This could be a big lap for him. And as we've been talking, Sam has once again jumped Gavin Cook and Spencer Braun. He is at a 158.9, a great lap for Sam as he's going to take pole position back. We have a qualifying battle in the gold class here. We're not seeing too much of a change in the platinum, but these gold drivers are out for blood tonight. 30 seconds left. These drivers may get one more lap in after this. I'm not sure if Daniel will be able to get across. Not too many drivers behind him will get another one, so this may be the last lap for most of these drivers. Cooper Atherton is about 2/10 up on his current lap, but being 6/10 behind Liam Curran, it is not going to be enough. He's going to have to find pace somewhere. Neil Kerbel as well is running about even on their time. So for our Platinum drivers, I think we're seeing about as good as it gets. What is Daniel Hirsch going to be able to do? He is not going to be able to cross the line before time runs out here. He barely does not make it, so this is the last lap for everyone. And Daniel Hirsch is going to be able to get ahead of Spencer Braun, but it is not quite enough. No one else is really improving on their times. And it looks like, let's see, we can ride along with Gav Cook. Again, he's not going to be able to do it, so you are pretty much looking, as we have finished here, Nate Henderson, welcome back to another season of DRL. You got pole position tonight for the Platinum class. Liam Curran and Cooper Atherton are going to make our top 3 in the Platinum. And what a qualifying session in the Gold class. Exciting up and down the grid. Sam was able to hold first place pole position in Gold. Can he hold it in the race? We will find out, because he has a Gavin and a Daniel right behind him. Spencer's right in that mix as well. This is going to be an exciting race up and down the grid here. What a qualifying session we have been treated to. We do have Professor Kronotis, who was able to get a lap in. He is half a second up on his time currently. Let's ride along with him as he's going to finish his lap here. We got about a little less than half a lap to go. Let's ride along him. All right, Bert says if Sam wins, he's gifting a sub. And he's going to make it even sweeter with the Gold class victory. Sam only a second behind the Nate Henderson in pole. So, I mean, some mega laps right now by these guys. You love to see the intensity of qualifying lap after lap, each driver needing to improve if they want to hold that place. Very exciting in Gold class tonight. Let's see what Professor Kronotis can do. 4 temps currently up. This is going to be able to give him a few spots. I don't think it's going to be enough to get ahead of Josh Rodriguez as he's going to cross the line, and it is not quite enough. He is 2/10 behind Josh Rodriguez. So here we are. Let's get ready for a race. Sorry, 1 second here. Let's get this ready to go. All right, we have about 4.5 minutes for race start. As always, we are going to go on a little walk up and down the grid and look at the beautiful liveries of our drivers here at DRL, starting with our pole position driver, Nathan Henderson. Nate Henderson put up a great lap in qualifying, and he was able to take pole position. Liam Curran is going to find himself in second place with Goose Racing. You gotta love Team Goose. And Cooper Atherton, the fan favorite of our Cooper bots, is in third place overall. I think we're going to see a great race and a great battle between these three. Oh yeah, you can't forget the great and powerful Neil Kerbel in fourth place, who says, do not forget about me in the Lexus. And I think we are going to see a great battle here in the top of our grid as they battle it out. In pole position for the Gold class, we have the Sandbag Syndicate, the sandbagger himself, Sam Bozak. What a lap he put in qualifying. He really treated the fans out there today and really put on a show for Burt Macklin out there. Burt, a lot of love from your buddy Sam out there, so make sure you thank him later for entertaining the masses. Behind Sam, or next to Sam, I should say, we have our silver class pole sitter, Arturus Hermanis. He finds himself in an interesting situation as he is surrounded by gold drivers, squeezed with a Gavin Cook alongside of him, car number 69 of Braun Racing, who's put up a great lap, had a great battle with Sam during that qualifying session. I think in the gold class, we are going to see quite the battle as well. Alongside Gavin Cook, we have Daniel Hirsch. Daniel Hirsch may be starting in third place in the gold class, but let's not forget, he is a two-time winner this season, 2 for 2 in races in first place. He hopes to make that a strike turkey tonight. Next to him is Spencer Braun of Team Braun. Very nice. Spencer joined us in the booth last night. I do apologize because I had his volume much lower than the race volume, so we couldn't really hear some of his great insights. But Spencer Braun, an international sensation, did a big press tour in Japan. Welcome back to the grid. We're excited to have you. Teammates with Gavin Cook. And let's just hop back to him. I love the accent designs. We got the blue. You can see him right behind him there, and the green. A beautiful set of liveries for those two there. Next, we have in second place, Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper has been unfortunate with 2 disconnects this season. Hopefully, the internet gods bless him this race, and he's able to hold on and finish a race. We have a great starting position here. He is in a tricky position. He has 3 gold drivers in front of him and Hermanis in the silver class. He's got a platinum driver and 2 golds behind him. Next to him is Kyle Hirsch. Kyle Hirsch, I think, is going to feel like he could have found much better pace on this. It's always tricky in these mystery tracks. So hopefully Kyle can have a great recovery race, and I'm excited to see what he does. Last week, Kyle's engine went boom, boom, boom. Hopefully this engine and his engineering team has worked through these issues with his BMW, and he is able to carry on. We have Josh Rodriguez, who is racing in a beautiful Red Bull livery here, who looks to chase down Spencer Braun, Daniel Hirsch, Gavin Cook, and Sam as well. He's got the pace and he's got the skill to do it, but he's got to work his way through a Kyle Hirsch, a Bradley Cooper, and a Arturus Hermanis. Sorry, brain stopped working there for a second. Next to him, we have Professor Chronotis. We watched him put up a great qualifying lap to end our qualifying session. Not quite enough to get up to the rest of them, but I think he will find the pace throughout the race. You always see it in the mystery tracks. We have our pole position for bronze class. We have Tarugo himself. Tarugo put up a mega lap in qualifying, and he hopes to carry that momentum forward into the race. Behind him, we have Juan Lopez. We saw Juan Lopez struggle in qualifying last week and win a race in a great battle, but we cannot forget Albert Ganilla. Albert Ganilla has put up some fantastic races here at DRL, and I think he is definitely ready to compete tonight as he makes his way back to the grid. Next to him, we have... Well, I'm not sure what's happened to Tyler Morgan here. I'm not seeing him on my timing chart, but I am seeing him on them. So we do have a Tyler Morgan somewhere, but we're going to hop over and go to Nicholas Mari. We got Marion Satsara. These guys are getting ready to start, so I'm going to move a little quicker. I've been talking too much. Creamy Von Cream, Alan Leung, John Malott, Low Tech Bandit, who was able to put up a mega lap right at the end to jump Will Sanchez, who rounds out the grid. Up and down the grid tonight, we are going to have a fantastic race as we're going to hop on with Nate Henderson as he's going to lead our drivers out as we work our way around the track. As you all know from being here week after week, we do a full out lap here at DRL, give the drivers a chance to mentally prepare themselves for the 45-minute battle that is ahead of them, get their tires to a great temperature, and get off racing. And Burt Macklin has said to Gavin in the chat, must be devastating to get smoked by Bozak at your home race. And Burt, I could not agree more with the sentiment. It is tough for Gav, but we will see if he can find that pace. Maybe he's taking a book, maybe he's taking a page out of the Sandbag Syndicate book and coming out and not showing all his pace, and he's going to come out with some devastating pace throughout the race as we see those cars dance in the background as they look to heat their tires. I know we got love for Cooper Atherton here in the Platinum class. We got love for Sam Bozak in the Gold class. Chat, what are we thinking about our Silver class and our Bronze class? Will Hermanis be able to hold it? Will Tarugo be able to hold first place here as he goes through? We saw him with a great qualifying session last week, and ultimately Satsara found the pace throughout the race. What will happen tonight? It will be interesting to see what type of chaos will we find, especially in lap 1 as we work our way down to that first straight. Bert's got the prediction of Gania from last to first in class. If anyone can do it, it is Albert Gania. He has shown that he is capable of some incredible things. I was gonna say there, Nate is building up quite the gap to the other drivers. We've not got 2x2 yet. They should be getting 2x2 any second now, as they're gonna have to slow their pace down. Great turnout tonight. 23 drivers on the track. You love to see it. And, you know, I'm not sure what has happened to Tyler Morgan here, because I am seeing him in our ACC leaderboard in 16th place overall, but he is not showing up in race control. So I'm not sure what's going on with Tyler Morgan there. And I did misspeak earlier. We actually have 24 drivers tonight, so even more than I thought. Russ Money, welcome to the chat. Love to have you here as we work our way down. We're getting ready for a green flag drop. Nate Henderson, Liam Curran, we can't forget Cooper Atherton and Neil Kerbel right behind him. What will happen as we get started, as we wait for the lights to go green? And we are off racing as Liam gets a great jump, and so does Cooper Atherton. Liam might be able to get ahead here. We're going to see Henderson have to dip on the grass, and he's not going to be able to hold that position. Liam's going to take it right off the bat. You love to see it. And we got Neil Kerbel and Cooper Atherton right behind them battling as they look to go side by side between Maggots and Beckett. You're not going to be able to do that as Neil's going to back out, but Cooper Atherton is right behind Nate Henderson here. What a start for Liam, who is able to get right past him as Cooper Atherton's going to look to make the overtake as well. He's got the inside line. That's the better line. He's alongside enough. He's going to be able to make this move stick, I think. Let's see as we work our way down to the corner. No, he's going to have to just back out a little bit, although we're going to see Henderson lose traction. That's going to be enough for Cooper Atherton to get by, as we saw Neil Kerbel stick a nose in there as well. A little bit of a risky move as they're battling it, but no, what a move by both Nate Henderson and Neil Kerbel. Look to make the move as well, as these guys are battling back there. I see Sam in the background's been able to hold his position. All in all, it seems like a clean start. I cannot believe Nate Henderson was able to hold that as well. We're going to see Neil Kerbel throw it down on the inside here. Is he going to have enough? He is, because Cooper Atherton's going to go off. Somehow Cooper's going to hold on to traction here. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's going to look to maybe... Oh, we're going to have contact! Cooper's going to run into the back of Neil. I can't believe it. That is going to be devastating for Neil. You hate to see it, but unfortunately, that is racing. They're going to fall back here. That's going to open up for a lot of other drivers. I saw Hermanis, I saw Sam, I saw Gav get through. Unbelievable. I cannot believe what we just saw there. Incredible start to the race. What a battle. Unfortunately, Cooper just barely ran into the back of Neil, as they're going to look to make up times. We're going to see a little battle in front of that. Let's take a look. Can we hop on with Gav here, as he was battling with Hermanis? It looks like he's going to back out. Cooper Atherton is going to get behind him as well. Very unfortunate. You hate to see it. Let's see here. As we watch on with the battle, I'm going to see if I can find that that contact. We can go back and look. No, unfortunately, we're not going to have it. So that's all right. Let's just continue on with the race. And it looks like race control lost connection there. So let's restart race control as we're riding along here. As we're watching a battle right now between Gav Cook, Daniel Hirsch, who looks like Daniel Hirsch is just, or no, Neil Kerboss, he's on his recovery drive. What an incredible race that we have going on right now as I am trying to get race control back up and running. Alright, we're having an issue with race control. So we are going to just exit this. And we will hop over to some manual controls again. This was quite the start here. We have, let's see, Nate Henderson, who is a second behind Liam right now. Sam, who is 4/10 behind them. Sam holding the gold position with still quite a gap to Daniel behind him as well. As we ride along with Neil Kerbal here and take a look as he is on his recovery drive, I see Cooper Atherton right in front of him battling with Hermanis. Cooper Atherton is going to make a move stick. We're going to hop along with them as Neil chases him down. As you get a beautiful shot of these cars working their way down the straight, riding along with Arturas Hermanis. Will Neil send it down there? No, he will not. As we take a look up and down the grid, we have Tarugo still holding first place for the bronze class. And we have Sassara slowly closing that gap, but he is currently, 3.5 seconds or so behind Tarugo, so I don't think there's going to be too much of a risk there as we see Neil make that move stick. Great move by Neil as he's going to chase down Cooper Atherton. Right along with Cooper Atherton for a second as he's chasing down Sam Bozak. I don't know how much Sam's going to want to fight with him as he does have a couple second lead on, let's see, it's Daniel Hirsch who's behind him. So is Sam going to race his race or is he going to try to race an overall race? We will find out momentarily, because if he's going to let Cooper Atherton through and possibly Neil Kerbal, he's coming to a great opportunity to quickly let them through, and it does not look like he's going to give that position up. Oh, I lied, he is. No, he isn't. I lied about lying. What a liar. Let's ride along here with Tarugo. Tarugo is going to have let a few of those guys through, and he is going to currently hold a 5-second lead over Sathsara. So he's going to feel great about his current positioning and look to hold that as long as he can. Let's see. What happened to... We got Albert Gania who's running in the back. Albert Gania looks like he made an immediate pit stop and got that done immediately. So, very interesting strategy, and Bert called it early. The last to first finish in the class. he set himself up for that opportunity. When you qualify late, sometimes it's easier just to give yourself open air. Don't worry about any potential slower class drivers who put up a good qualifying pace. So he has set himself up very well. I also see Creamy Von Cream is currently in the pit lanes, making his stop as well. Just looking here, again, I'm not seeing Tyler Morgan on here, so I'm not sure what happened to Tyler Morgan, if we had a disconnect or what. But let's take a look for a close battle here. I think our closest battle is still Cooper Atherton and Neil Kerbel, who Neil Kerbel has just got past Cooper Atherton. We got to this a little late. I don't know if Cooper decided to give the position back based off, well, you know, a contact earlier in the race. A contact that devastated the fans so much that it broke race control. But here is where we're at with it. He is right behind him as well. They are still chasing down Sam. We think that Tyler Morgan might have rage quit. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a Tyler Morgan thing, does it? No, in all seriousness, I hope he didn't rage quit. But I guess it happens to the best of us out there sometimes. Sam is doing a great job of holding two very fast drivers out as he holds third place overall right now. First place in the gold as he continues to put up a little bit of pace on Daniel Hirsch. We're going to continue to follow this battle for the time being. Let's hop in the helicopter cam as we do so, and we will ride along with Neil Kerbel to give a little bit of all the action. As Neil and Cooper Atherton both look to get it up on the inside, but unfortunately it's not going to work for them. Man, what a race for Sam tonight as Neil thinks about it. He keeps thinking about it. He's going to put it on the inside. Sam's going to give him plenty of room, but he's going to have the inside, and I don't think that move's going to stick as they are as close as you could possibly get here with the ACC physics. Bert, you are absolutely right. Thanks to our Patreon Gold subscribers, we are able to afford a helicopter at all of our races. Absolutely no expenses are spared here for our DRL experience for our wonderful fans. Man, Sam, I cannot believe he is still holding these two back. This is just devastating to Cooper and Neil's race. As we see, Liam is about 1 second in the front ahead of Nate Henderson, who looks to make up that place. Incredible start by Liam. He got such a jump right off the bat, and I mean, he was pretty much cleared of Nate. In fact, Neil almost got it, and Coop almost got it too, as they find themselves in a little bit of a battle. Hey Russ, maybe to a guy like you, helicopters are cheap. But to us, it's all thanks to our Patreon subscribers. Let's take a look up and down the grid here. Do we have any other tight battles that we want to take a look at? As this is kind of just running its course here. Let's hop over to, let's take a look at Daniel Hirsch as he looks to close the gap here on Arturus Hermanus. Well, Russ, we love you. It's Big Russ's money that's got this helicopter. It was specifically Russ's donation. Just his and his alone. Professor Chronotis is closing in on Kyle, who's also closing in on Gav a little bit. We can hop over and take a look at that. Chat, if there's anyone you guys want to watch along or ride along with, let me know. We can absolutely hop in and ride along with them. You're right, Russ. The millions and millions and millions of Russ money. Let's hop one more to Kyle Hirsch. Scribble, welcome to the chat. Love to see you, bud. Hope all is well for you. As we're watching Kyle Hirsch and see if he can make a move on Gavin Cook as he looks to do a recovery drive from a difficult qualifying session. So while we've been chatting here and watching this battle, Neil has got ahead of Sam, but Cooper hasn't. So Cooper Bots, we need your love and your thoughts here as get him past Sam quickly as possible if he wants to be able to get that pole or that podium position here. Neil is 7 seconds behind Nate Henderson, who is closing that gap. Let's hop up with Nate real quick. Nate is closing that gap here to Liam as he is right there alongside of him. He can't make that move stick, but he is hoping he will find one that does soon here. Will he be able to throw it along the inside? Liam's going to keep his car as wide as possible. This is not going to be the opportunity to do it, as he sits right behind him. If Cooper kills Sam, I will ban all Cooper bots, FYI. All right, Bert's words, not mine. Cooper bots, I say destroy Sam. We got car 93 off the track. That is Josh Rodriguez. It looks like he is spun off and looking for an opportunity to join safely. As again, we are following along with Nate Hernandez as he is, or Nate Henderson, excuse me. He is right behind Liam as they battle for first position. Nate did have the pole position all in all where he put up some mega pace, but Liam got the better jump on the green flag. So Nate is chasing him down. Will we see a move? Let's watch. He's thinking about it. It's very hard to find that good opportunity when you're so close in pace. All right, let's hop along with Cooper Atherton as he is looking to make a move on Sam here. Will he be able to get this to stick? Sam has fallen 1.5 seconds behind Neil Kerbal, who looks to catch up to Nate and Liam. And Cooper needs to make a move, and he needs to make it quick here so he doesn't fall too far behind. It's interesting. I almost wonder if a better opportunity for Coop would be to hop into the pit lanes. Even if it's still just a little splash and dash, just do it now. Although you're probably going to come out in too much traffic, so that might not actually work for him the way we would all love to think it would work. I think he just needs to find a little bit more pace and show Sam why he is in platinum and Sam is in gold. See, taking a look up and down the grid, we do have Juan Lopez who's also closing the gap. Let's see if we can hop over with him quickly. Juan Lopez is looking to make his way past Professor Chronotis. Any opportunity that he can get. Let's hop on back into Russ Money's helicopter. We see Professor Chronotis is chasing down Gav Cook, who is being chased down also by Juan Lopez. And why we follow along with this battle as Juan's going to run a little bit wide there. That's not going to be good for his race as he chases him down. Let's walk up and down our grid here, see where our drivers are standing. We got Liam in first place. We got Nate Henderson in second. Neil Kerbal in third for the platinum class. Sam is still leading our gold class. A couple seconds behind him is Daniel Hirsch, and a second and a half behind Daniel Hirsch is Spencer Braun. That is 1, 2, and 3 in the gold class. Sixth place overall, we have Arturas Hermanis, who is leading the silver, who has a commanding lead to Juan Lopez, who is our next silver driver. Behind him is Albert Guinea, who has had a great recovery drive here as he continues to work his way up the grid. In the bronze class, we have Tarugo in first place. 13 seconds behind him is Satsara, and John Millat is about 3 seconds behind Satsara as he looks to close that gap here. Great race up and down the grid. We have seen a lot of drivers who have taken pit stops already. Very early for some. Of course, Albert Guinea was our first driver to take our pit stop. We see Will Sanchez, Bradley Cooper, and Nicholas Mari have also taken pit stops as well. How will that end up playing out into the overall race? We will have to wait and find out. I do remember seeing Creamy Von Cream go into the pit lanes as well. I'm not sure what happened, if he didn't fuel, if he had repairs, or what ended up happening there. As we're going to hop on with Professor Chronotis here as he looks to close that gap. Cooper Atherton still half a second away. Let's hop over with Nate Henderson really quick because he has closed that gap down to 3/10. And he is right behind Liam as well. And back over to Cooper Atherton. Cooper Atherton is looking to make his move on Sam here. He's going to throw it in the inside. Sam's going to have the inside line for the second turn. Coop is trying to line that up. A little wiggle from Sam. A little bit of loss of traction here. I don't think it's going to be quite enough for Cooper Atherton to make the move. Not safely, at least. Sam is now almost 3 seconds behind Neil Kerbel. Cooper Atherton has to find a way through here. We're going to have a back marker who's going to interfere. He's going to do a great job. That looks like it was Will Sanchez who did a great job of getting out of the way and not interfering with that battle. You love to see it from the drivers out here. But that is going to give Sam the ability to hold this. But will Cooper Atherton look to make a move as we come into the turn here? He's thinking about it. He is absolutely positioning his car to think about it. I don't think he's going to have enough here. Just look to maximize your traction and your speed on the way out. So unfortunately he can't. As we were watching this, I'm not sure what happened with Nate, but he has now fallen a second behind Liam. So I don't know if Liam has found some pace or what has happened there, but Nate is now a second behind. Maybe he gave himself a little breathing room, help maybe cool those tires down if they're heating too much. Neil has closed that gap by a few seconds to 5.5 seconds. And the timetables have just updated as Nate is pushing forward again. Sam is almost 4 seconds now behind. So Sam has just destroyed Cooper Atherton's race here. We got Spencer Braun. We see him. We got, who is this? Kyle Hirsch. No. We got Daniel Hirsch and Spencer Braun battling out right here. As Spencer is, they are running side by side here, coming down towards the turn. Daniel's going to get defensive on him. Spencer, who's been known as the Minister of Defense here, is going to experience some great defense by Daniel Hirsch, although Spencer's going to line his car up well on the inside here. He's going to force Daniel to run a little bit wide. He's going to compromise his exit speed a little bit. Spencer is right there with him. I don't think this is going to be the corner for him to make that move, as he's going to run almost into the back of him. They maybe make the slightest contact as Spencer's thinking about throwing that car down the inside. Daniel's going to have to keep the car in the middle. He's not going to keep it in the middle enough, and Spencer's going to throw it in the inside. Will he get this to stick? No, he's not. Daniel's going to be able to hold this inside line, have better traction. Or will he? I'm not sure. What a battle here that we're witnessing to. We got Daniel Hirsch, we got Spencer Braun, and we have the other Hirsch brother closing in behind Spencer to mix this up. Are we going to see a little Team Hirsch Racing teamwork here? Kyle's going to put the pressure. We're going to see Spencer throw it down the inside. A very risky move. Not a lot of room as he's going to paint the grass, and he's going to force Daniel a little bit wide. He's going to be able to get around the outside. Will he hold it? Daniel's hold the traction well on the inside, but I'm not sure if he's going to have the speed on the exit. He does have the speed on the exit. What an overtake by Spencer Braun. Absolutely incredible move. Put it all on the line there, throwing it on the inside. You love to see it. Will Daniel be able to get it back? I'm sure we're going to have a battle here. Hype for Spencer Braun there as we see some chaos on the outside there. Car number 5, Sam Bozak is off. Did Cooper Atherton run into the back of Sam? Cooper bots may be banned. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I don't know if anyone in chat was able to catch that as we were going through. Unfortunately, race control is down, so we can't even watch it. Goodbye to the Cooper fans. Bert, we don't know this for a fact. It cannot be confirmed nor denied, these allocations on Cooper Atherton. Where is he on the track currently? Cooper Atherton, it looks like, has called it a night. So Cooper Atherton is out of here. Where has Sam fallen? Sam has fallen down the standings as well. You hate to see it. Unfortunate for Cooper Atherton. Put his heart and soul out there, and he had a Sam in his way. You hate to see it. As we watched a great battle, we missed that. We see Kyle chasing down his brother Daniel. He's going to run into the back of them. Give him a little booty bump. It's all right. Everyone's okay for it. It's unfortunate. You hate to see it. Great race all in all by Cooper Atherton. Found himself in a tough situation. Unfortunately, this is part of the mystery track races. The drivers aren't as familiar. We talked about it, and it gets a little more chaotic. We all love Cooper Atherton here. None of us had foreseen this, Chef. We foresaw, once again, Cooper Atherton 19 seconds ahead of any other driver. Unfortunately, I do not have a very accurate crystal ball here. Speak a lot of nonsense. And unfortunately, it did not work out well for Cooper Atherton. No, Cooper Atherton stayed in here. He was just kind of blocked. Cooper Atherton is pulling into the pits. So, Cooper bots, there is still hope for Cooper Atherton. He's pulling into the pits, and let's see what he can do with some open air and some better pace. As we kind of catch our breath, Sam is also in the pits. I don't know if he's going to need to take any repairs for damage. Where can he come out, and how can this play? In the gold class, Spencer Braun is currently leading. Let's hop over with Kyle Hirsch, who is still chasing down his brother Daniel Hirsch. He has Gavin Cook and Professor Chronotis right behind him. We're treated to a little battle here. Is Gavin Cook gonna make a move as he wants to put some pressure on Daniel Hirsch to help his teammate out as he holds that lead? Gav swerving side to side, getting as big as he can in the mirrors of Kyle Hirsch, and I think, will Gav be able to make this stick? He looks to have way better traction, and Gav does get around Kyle Hirsch. He says, Platinum, what? Welcome to gold, buddy. What a move by Gavin Cook there. Can he continue to hold it? It looks like he will be able to, as we got a little shimmy from Kyle Hirsch back there, and Gavin can now go and chase down Daniel Hirsch and maybe his teammate his teammate Spencer as well. But how will all this battling play out? Will Sam be able to close that gap as we see Kyle looking to throw his car on the inside? A quite intense move. Maybe having Gav puckering a little bit here. Gav keeps it a little wide. He's going to show Kyle a little bit of room and then close that door. Risky point by Kyle, but that's going to open it up for Professor Chronotis. Professor Chronotis is going to open him wide. They're going to door bang a little bit, but all cars are okay for it. Professor Chronotis on the inside, Kyle on the outside. These guys are wheel to wheel. What is going to happen as we work our way down to the turn? Professor Chronotis is going to back out of this and play it safe. He's got to be careful, though, because he has someone who is right behind him. That is a Juan Lopez right behind him. Juan Lopez is looking to make a move as we got a nice little battle here. What can Professor Chronotis do? Can he find that gap? That was Professor Chronotis is going to make a last-minute move into the pits. Bold choice there to move into the pits, maybe for the best to not lose too much time. We still have about 13 and a half minutes for the pit window, so the drivers still have plenty of time here. Whew! Exciting battles up and down the grid here. Let's see as we take a look. We currently have Seth Sara, who is leading the bronze class. What happened to Tarugo, you ask? Oh, Tarugo took a pit stop, so I think Tarugo will be fine. Taking a look at the gaps, he has plenty of space, probably still 15 or more seconds between him and Satsara. We will find out after this pit stop. This is going to open it up now for John Malott to take first place overall currently in the bronze class. What kind of pace can he put up and show? With that, we'll ride along with John Malott as we take a look up and down the grid. We have Leon Curran in first place, Nate Henderson in second, Neil Kerbel in third, Arturas Hermanis in fourth, Spencer Braun leading the gold class in fifth, Daniel Hirsch in sixth, Gavin Cook in 7th, 7/10 also behind Daniel Hirsch. We have in 8th place Kyle Hirsch of the Platinum class. In 9th, we have Juan Lopez. 10th, we have Cooper Atherton. 11th, we have Professor Chronotis. 12th, we have John Malott. 13th, Alan Leung. 14th, we have Seth Sara. And why we're talking about this, let's hop on with Kyle Hirsch, who has closed that gap to Gavin Cook as well. And he has Juan Lopez right behind. So let's ride along here. Sam, I see you in chat, and I hate to see it, Sam. What a race for you. Unfortunate way to finish here. Let's finish here. Let's not get distracted. Let's focus. Sassar was in 15th and 16th. We have Low Tech Bandit. 17th, we have Nicholas Mari. 18th, we have Will Sanchez. And 19th, we have Creamy Von Cream. We started with 24. We're down to 19. It is a mystery where these drivers have gone on a mystery track. We have seen action up and down the track. We've seen Kyle Hirsch as he's continuing to close that gap on Gav Cook. Gav had an incredible move to get past Kyle. He's trying to hold it now as he chases down Daniel. Daniel is still 1.7 seconds behind Spencer Braun, who's able to hold that first place currently in the gold class. Professor Chronotis is the only gold driver who has pit so far. He actually finds himself in a great position here. As he's come out of the pits. Well, we'll see. Sam, it is going great for us here, not so good for you. The Cooper bots have been apologizing like crazy. We didn't quite catch what happened, but it looked like maybe Cooper Atherton ran into the back of you. Really unfortunate. It was an incredible race. We loved watching all that action as you held up him, you held up Neil, as you put it all on the line there tonight. But ultimately, did you get a message from Bert saying, throw this race because I don't got DRL Twitch sub money? The world may never know. Another mystery on our mystery track night. As we look to see Kyle Hirsch make the move on the inside here, we're going to door bang a little bit again, but the cars are holding on well. We got a lot of grip on this track tonight because sometimes you barely touch and these cars go flying, and tonight we are playing Rock'em Sock'em GT3 cars, and everyone is holding off okay. Gav's going to be able to hold that position off what was an incredible look there by Kyle. Juan Lopez comes flying in on the back and says, hey, don't forget about me. I'm still here. Let's see as we look up and down the track. Neil has closed that gap down to 3 seconds. So that is pretty incredible by Neil, as we're going to see Kyle just pull into the pits and get his fuel load up. Kyle's going to get held up by a slow, it looks like that might be Low Tech Bandit pulling in very slowly into the pit lanes. Let's see, what do we have that we want to follow along with? Neil has closed that gap to 3 seconds to Liam. You might be wondering where Nate Henderson went. He pit as well. So he's come out and he is looking to lap as fast as he can. He has pretty much some clean air. He's got is that Liam in front of him? Yeah, Liam has come out of the pits now, so he's still behind Liam as well. He's a little bit behind Liam, so that's not worked out too well for him. Let's see where Neil Kerbel is able to put this thing. Arturas Hermanis is still having a great race in the silver class. He is ahead of Spencer, Daniel, and Gavin, who we've seen battling. We can't forget that Juan Lopez was throwing his name in there. He is second place overall in the silver class, and we have seen a few. We've seen Albert Gania, it looks like, has left us. It looks like Bradley Cooper has left us, and it looks like Tyler Morgan has left us. So, unfortunately for you, Bert, your prediction about Gania going last to first was incorrect, and it seems like your correct prediction was Cooper Atherton taking out Sam, so you've cursed us tonight. Thanks for that, bud. As we still ride along with Arturas Hermanis, let's hop over with Gav Cook, who is half a second behind Daniel Hirsch, trying to keep that pressure on as much as he can. Daniel Hirsch, a couple laps ago, was 1.7 seconds behind Spencer Braun. He's now 1.5, so he's not closing too much on him, but Gav Cook keeping that pressure on, forcing defense is going to help, as we're going to see Daniel pull into the pits. Going to free up Gav. Let's see what kind of pace Gav has, and how does that affect Juan Lopez? What is Juan going to be able to do? Will he be able to keep up with Gav without the fights here? Or is he going to find himself in a battle with Gav that kind of slows him down a little bit and maybe pulls into the pit lanes? We will find out. So it looks like Liam and Nate, as they have finished their pit stops, Liam is about 3.5 seconds ahead of Nate Henderson is what it looks like, although without race control, my times are a little bit delayed here, so I do apologize for that. We will see as these things all shuffle up and down the order. This is our closest battle, it looks like, on track currently, as Juan Lopez is keeping this gap nice and close to Gav. See what he can do there. So one thing we do in our Discord, which if you want to join Discord, I will drop it in chat there. One thing we do in Discord in our race recaps is we do pick a driver of the day. I would love to hear some feedback from our viewers here. If there's any drivers that you would like to vote for driver of the day, we will absolutely take that into consideration. So please let me know. Drop a driver of the day in their name, DOTD in their name. Just let me know who you think is the driver of the day. We have 11 more minutes in this race. Anyone could win this race. Anyone could have a major comeback. Even Cooper Atherton could find himself with a big comeback. No, Cooper Atherton is sitting in the pits. So it looks like Cooper Atherton has made a decision potentially to retire, unfortunately. With that, let's ride along with Daniel Hirsch. It looks like Daniel Hirsch is 7/10 behind Professor Chronotis. So Professor Chronotis looks like was successful in undercutting Daniel Hirsch with that slightly early pit stop, as he lost a little bit of time battling with Gav Cook. We had Juan Lopez, and we had his brother Kyle Hirsch all mixed up in there as well. Once again, another incredible race here at DRL. We've seen battles up and down the grid, and these final 10 minutes are sure to be just as exciting as the rest of this race has gone. Let's move to Professor Chronotis. As he's closing that gap on Kyle Hirsch. His brother Daniel is behind him, 1.5 seconds, give or take. But it looks like Professor Chronotis is extending that. We've currently seen a lot of drivers take their pit stops already. Our first 5 drivers on the grid have not. Juan Lopez has not taken his. Arturus Romanus has not taken a pit stop as well. We'll see where they come out. Everyone else besides Alan Leung has taken a pit stop. Tarugo is 12 seconds behind Alan Leung. So Alan Leung is not going to be able to hold that first place when he comes out of the pit lanes. But Tarugo does have a huge gap still on Satsara. This has been Tarugo's race all night. He dominated in qualifying, and that carried over to the race. Tarugo showing his expertise, his veteran status as a DRL driver, as he looks to take first place in the bronze class. And I say this for nearly every driver, and 90% of the time I'm wrong, but we're going to call this a first potential win for Tarugo. Although I'm sure it's probably not with how skilled of a driver Tarugo is. We're going to call it a first win for Tarugo. As we are still riding along with Professor Chronotis, who looks like he is our current closest battle. Juan Lopez is pulled into the pit lane. Spencer Braun is pulled into the pit lanes. I don't really see anything else that's looking to be much of contention here. But as always, let me know in chat if there is any drivers that you want to follow along with. And it looks like Kyle's able just to kind of hold this gap here. Let's hop over to Liam. There we go. As Liam is closing that gap to Gav Cook. Liam has pit, Gav Cook has not, in case you're wondering how we got there. I'm not sure how much Gav's going to really want to fight with Liam. We have 2 minutes and 20 seconds for these drivers to get into their pits and make their pit stop. So we have Alan Leung, Arturas Hermanis, and Gavin Cook, who are going to have to pit pretty quickly here. I think with Liam behind him, Nate closing in, Neil closing in behind him as well, we're going to see Gav Cook just pull into the pit lanes and get that pit stop over with. Let's see, does Gav pull into the pit lane here, or does he push it one more lap? He is going into the pits as we predicted, and that is going to open up the gates for Liam to continue his charge. Nate Henderson is, where is Nate Henderson? He is about 3 seconds behind Liam still, so he's got some way to go. Neil Kerbel is about, we'll see where it comes out with the time tables, but I would say about 4 seconds or so behind Nate Henderson. So it seems like our top three, unless something incredible happens, are pretty much set in stone. In the gold class, we're finally having some of these guys come out for their pits, so we'll see where they are at. Spencer Braun was able to hold his first place. Professor Chronotis has... he got through with his undercut on Daniel Hirsch, so that was a big undercut for Professor Chronotis, as we follow along with Arturas Hermanis, who is caught up with all sorts of fast drivers. He's got he's got Spencer there. He has, I believe that's Professor Chronotis who's right there. Gav Cook maybe, who just came out of the pits. So we got quite a battle here as we see drivers coming out of the pits. Where are drivers coming? We have Spencer Braun, who is currently in first place for the gold. Let's get over to Spencer Braun. Spencer Braun currently in first place for the gold class with 5 minutes to go. He has about 2.5 seconds lead to Professor Chronotis. Professor Chronotis, let's get on with Gav. Professor Chronotis was able to undercut Gav as well with his earlier pit stop. What an incredible strategy decision by Team Ferrari and Professor Chronotis. A rare opportunity to say a good strategy by Ferrari, but believe it or not, here we are, a mystery once again at our mystery track this week. We're seeing Arturas Hermanis go very wide there, feeling the pressure of a couple very fast drivers behind him. This is going to once again open the doors for Juan Lopez. This is how it started last week. Will Juan Lopez be able to continue to close that gap with just incredible consistency? We're watching Gav chase down Professor Chronotis. He absolutely wants that 1-2 for Team Braun out there as he's going to continue to chase him down. Will he look to make a move here, or will he just wait and plan the great opportune moment? Will he try to make that last lap move? We will find out. We are running along with this because this is still our best battle. We have Arturas Hermanis behind him, and 2/10 behind Arturas Hermanis is Daniel Hirsch, who's looking to get into this battle as well. We are going to have a three-way battle here for second, third, and fourth. Nothing we love more here at the DRL than a three-way. And we have only a second behind them, Juan Lopez. Juan is going to get himself in the mix here with Arturas Hermanis, who is losing pace, it feels like, as this race is going on. Gav Cook is just not finding that opportunity yet as we're seeing that little train form. We are once again going to have a very exciting finish to the race here. I feel it. So we have currently Professor Chronotis, who is in second place in gold. Gav is 4/10 behind him. 1 second behind Gav is Arturas Hermanis. 3/10 behind Arturas Hermanis is Daniel Hirsch, and 1.2 seconds behind him is Juan Lopez. That's down to 9/10 of a second now for Juan Lopez. So we are absolutely here. It is anyone's race. Hermanis is going to be feeling that pressure with Daniel Hirsch behind him. Daniel's going to want to get past Hermanis. I don't know if Hermanis is going to try to find an opportunity to let him through or not. It is risky here. Very, very risky to let him through when you have another driver so close. That's right, Russ. We love a good three-way. And with that said, let's hop in our Russ Money helicopter once again. I know we've been in this a lot today. We're going to continue to ride in it because Russ has spent his millions and millions on us here. And we're going to appreciate him for it as we're going to look to see Gav keep that pressure on Professor Chronotis. It doesn't look like he's really interested in making a move right now as much as he is trying to force some kind of mistake, get really big in the mirrors. As we look back, Hermanis is able to build a small gap to Daniel Hirsch. That's gone from 0.3 to 0.6, but we have Juan Lopez who's closing it on Daniel Hirsch now here too. And it looks like Professor Chronotis is running into some blue flagged cars. No, he's just coming up on Kyle Hirsch up there. Poor Coop. And it looks like Kyle Hirsch might be coming up on Safsara up there. So, be interesting to see as they are going to eventually work their way to this blue flagged car. How is this going to intermix into everything? We have about a minute and a half left, so we're probably going to get 1 or 2 more laps here. As we see Professor Chronotis get past him, Gav is next to make that move past him. As they're going to be sliding around the track up there. It's Low Tech Bandit. Low Tech is going to move out of the way, or is he? You know, he's going to just run a little bit wide and say, forget about me, guys. Oh, I hope we don't get an unsafe rejoin here. A very risky rejoin right into Hermanis. Woo! That is going to open up the door. He's going to get in the way of Daniel Hirsch. He's going to get in the way of Arturus Hermanis there, and that is going to open it up in the back. We have Arturus Hermanis. We got Juan Lopez, who is now right behind Arturus Hermanis. We're going to have 1 or 2 more laps here. It looks like Juan Lopez was able to get ahead of Daniel Hirsch. They are still battling it out here, but Juan is chasing down Hermanis now. That was, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, but it happens. And it happens on a mystery track. It's a mystery why it happens, but it happens on the mystery tracks. We got Daniel chasing Juan. We got Juan chasing Hermanis. This is tough. The only saving grace here for Hermanis is that, as we're going to see Low Tech go slipping and sliding in the background, the only saving grace for Hermanis is Daniel is desperate to get past, and he's going to keep that pressure on Lopez. But can Juan make a pass here in the final seconds of the race? It looks like we are going to be treated to one last lap for these drivers. This is it. This is his opportunity. Gav Cook has fallen 1.8 seconds from Professor Chronotis. So this is our battle right here. We are watching Juan Lopez. We are watching Daniel Hirsch. Can Juan close the gap on Arturus Hermanis? It looks like Arturus is digging deep. He found that anger inside of him, and he is finding pace. Juan is 1.1 back. I don't know if he's going to be able to find that time. Maggots and Beckett's was the opportunity for him to find it. Will he find it? It doesn't really look like he's getting the pace that he's going to need. Whew. We're going to chase him down. It looks like Daniel is going to kind of give up on this battle here. I think they're too far ahead of him. Professor Chronotis, 6/10. Gav Cook has kind of backed out. So long are the dreams of a Braun 1-2 tonight. But we will have a Braun double podium. It looks like, as we see Juan Lopez flying through these turns, giving it everything that he possibly can to try to make up some places. Russ, thank you. I just noticed. I appreciate the compliment out here. And yes, it doesn't look like Juan's gonna have enough. He really hasn't closed his pace. This is the part of the track where we're seeing Juan have a lot of pace. Will he do an incredible Lopez dive? I don't think he's gonna have the gap to get closed, but that may not stop him from doing it. When the race is on the line, we have our first 2 drivers have finished. In this battle, we have missed somehow Neil Kerbel getting ahead of Nate Henderson. I can't believe we've missed this. Up and down the grid, there have been battles. We were so locked into what was going on here. We have Leon Curran. Congratulations, your second win here at DRL this season. Neil Kerbel has come in second place overall. Nate Henderson, it looks like Nate Henderson has fallen down the grid. I don't know what happened to Nate Henderson. Did he run out of fuel? I see him at the finish line. It looks like Nate Henderson ran out of fuel in the final seconds of the race. I cannot believe that. When time is out on the last lap, crazy. Kyle Hirsch is going to find himself on the podium. Incredible. At third place for Kyle Hirsch. I cannot believe it. Last race, Kyle Hirsch's engine went boom, and it looks like today we had Henderson's engine either go boom or run out of gas. I am just shocked from what I've seen here. But let's go. We got Liam in first, Neil in second, and Kyle Hirsch in third for our podium for the Platinum class. Spencer Braun, congratulations on a huge win here. That is a win for Spencer Braun. Professor Chronotis, incredible strategy deployed by Ferrari. A major undercut getting past a ton of drivers. You find yourself in second place, the gold class. Congratulations, incredible race. Gav Cook, way to fight the whole race as you find yourself in third place. Again, another tight battle between our two silver drivers on the grid, Arturas Hermanis and Juan Lopez. Exciting finish to the race. Arturas Hermanis is going to be able to hold that position, as is fairly deserving. And Tarugo, congratulations on first place. And it looks like John Malott got second, and we'll see where it finished up. I don't know if Sassar, it looks like something could have happened to him. But potentially, nope, Sassar, the timing chart. So we got Tarugo in first. It looks like Alan Leung has found himself in second, and Satsara in third. Absolutely incredible race up and down the grid. I cannot believe what we have watched here. Oops, not what I wanted to click. Bear with me for a second. Let's ride along with Lowtech. Lowtech is our last driver on the track. He is in the pits. So that is the race. Whew, what a race we have been treated to tonight. Great race. Give me a second. Let me get some things loaded up here as we look to see who is in the green room, who can we talk to explore how this race went a little bit more. All right, as we get our highlights loaded up here, I am going to turn our game volume down quite a bit as we have some drivers in the green room. Let us start off first with our Platinum champion, our overall race champion, Liam Curran. Liam, welcome to the stream. What a race tonight. Talk to me about it from your point of view here.
Oh man, that was crazy. I didn't really have the quality that I wanted, so coming into the race I knew I'd have to really push, but I got a really lucky start against Hendo and managed to get past, so yeah, that was it was quite a crazy start, and just trying to defend from him for so long. Man, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. You know, we watched it, and it was a great qualifying lap for Henderson. Really put it out there. It's always tough finding yourself in second, but man, that jump you got off the start was incredible. I mean, by the time you got to the first turn, he was battling with Cooper Atherton and Neil Kerbel in third and fourth, and yeah, he kept it tight. It was about half a second for felt like half the race, 3/4 of the race. Then you pulled into the pits, and it just seemed like your pit decisions was the better decision. And by the time he came out, he was like 3.5 seconds behind you, and it was kind of clear racing for you from there. Absolutely incredible race. 2 for 2 so far in the races that you have. What was your thoughts on the mystery track tonight?
Honestly, I mean, I don't like Silverstone that much personally, but I'll take a win. I'll always take a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mystery tracks are always really fun too. I mean, yeah. It's always good fun.
It definitely brings a new element in and always brings a little bit more chaos. But yeah, it was a great race up in the front. We love to see it. Unfortunately for Henderson, who looked like ran out of fuel at the end of the race there, and found himself down on the grid. But yeah, congratulations. Another great win. Looking forward to seeing what you can do next week at the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know Red Bull Ring's a good track for me, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should open up some great opportunities for the drivers. So thank you so much for hopping in, and congratulations on another win here at DRL.
Sweet. Thank you, mate. Have a good night.
All right, next let's bring in our gold class champion, Spencer Braun. Spencer, welcome to the stream again. Missed you here in the commentary booth, but what a race for you tonight. How you feeling after your big return to DRL?
Hey man, I'm super pumped on that position. I didn't expect it after not starting the season and getting very little practice, and then of course heading into the mystery track. And Silverstone's not exactly my strong track, so a little bit confused at how the numbers wound up in that way, but I'm gonna take it. Was that first in class and third overall?
Yeah, you love to see it. It was a great race. Unfortunately for Henderson, it looks like he ran out of fuel at the end of the race there. But yeah, just an incredible race for you all in all. Stayed consistent, had some great battles that we got to watch along. And was exciting. You know, I think a lot of the drivers have felt like Silverstone maybe isn't their best track that they race on. And I know every time that I've raced on it, I always find it's one of the trickier tracks for track limit violations. It's hard in ACC to get a track limit violation, but I tend to rack up a lot of them during the races here. Was that a challenge for you at all?
No. I invalidated my very first quali lap, which was a little bit of a like, hey, pay attention kind of moment. I usually do okay track limits here. I know a lot of people usually catch it out in the first corner, but for me, it's just flat corners. Flat high-speed corners are all about just trying to manage the grip, and yeah, that for me is the biggest struggle. The track limits I don't usually suffer on this track for.
Well, it was a great race watching you out there tonight. Exciting to see you back on the grid, and what is showing for your return. The first gold driver this season to upset Daniel Hirsch out there. So an absolute incredible race, Spencer. We missed you in the broadcasting booth, but we absolutely loved watching you out on track. Gavin came so close to a 1-2 podium for Team Braun, so you're going to have to give him a little bit of a hard time about that one.
Yeah, man, I felt really bad for missing out on the first couple of rounds, and I know our goal has been usually just constructors, which is really tough against those Hirsch brothers. I mean, they're so speedy. So yeah, I felt a little bad, but I think I may have redeemed myself a little bit, and it's cool to see both our cars on track. So
absolutely, you keep winning, and all that in the past is forgotten. So
yeah, beg for forgiveness, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Spencer, great race tonight. Thank you so much for hopping in the green room here. Again, congratulations on a huge win. Is this your first win at DRL?
No, I've had a few here and there, and I've had an overall win as well. But this is my first win in a couple of seasons. So
hey, it's your first win as a gold driver, right?
Oh yes, sorry.
No, my running joke here is I always say it's someone's first victory, and it never actually is. So I got to find a way to not be make a complete ass of myself out here. But yeah, that's your first gold class win. So Spencer, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me in on stream here. Oh, and by the way, before you go, I did forget to mention. Our Twitch chat did vote you as our driver of the day tonight. So congratulations on a huge driver of the day tomorrow. DM Morgan or Sam, and they will send your check to you.
Oh, heck yeah. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you. And appreciate everything you do for the group here, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Spencer. You have a great night.
You too. Bye.
All right, let's bring in our bronze class winner, the one, the only, Tarugo. Welcome to the stream. Talk to me about your race tonight.
Oh, what an incredible race, man. That was so good. I've won a race before at Nords, and it was a little bit, I don't want to say controversial, it was just the stream ended, and I just happened to be lucky there. This one was incredible. The pitch strategy, I wanted to find a nice window to see if I can squeeze in with nobody in front of me after I came out, and it's exactly what happened. At the beginning, there was a little bit of madness going on, dodging people left and right, trying to stay alive. And even at the end, there was, I think it was Bandit. Bandit went out on one of the corners and then came back on track. And he didn't hold his brakes, knowing that I was coming, and I had to avoid him. But thankfully, I got around him, and yeah, I felt really good on that track.
Yeah, it was a night of dominance for you. I mean, just watching qualifying, you put up just an absolutely blistering time, especially compared to the other bronze drivers, and then you just completely ran away with it. So a race of this much dominance must feel great and kind of propel you forward here as we continue the season. What was your thoughts on the mystery track tonight? Are you a fan of Silverstone?
I am a fan. We've raced here before. The last time I raced here, I think, was in the rain. I had a nice battle with Kyle Hirsch, and he put me under a lot of pressure, and just it really felt like I got a good grasp of the car in the rain, and I feel like it really shows for now. With very little practice, no practice at all actually, just that at 1 hour, it felt like it came together. I dialed in my car. I got the right weight settings for the right fuel settings for the car, because at Laguna Seca I only had 1 liter at the end, so my car didn't have the right balance in the front, and it was very sliding in the front. And for this one, I added the right fuel, so it just felt super balanced, and I was able to push it, and it just felt incredible. I had so much fun.
Yeah, well, it was, like I said, it was complete dominance out there. You love to see it. Very successful mystery track night for you. Next up, Red Bull Ring. Hopefully you can continue the streak here. It's been a great season so far for you in a 1-2. It was a disappointing finish in Laguna Seca. Exciting battle, but it's never fun in the exciting battles to come out second. But you've responded well, and I hope you can carry this momentum forward in Red Bull Ring, which should prove to be another great race. Trigo, thank you so much for joining us on stream, and I hope you have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Take care. See you next week.
All right, and with that, we have got through all our interviews in what I think was just an incredible race up and down. We had moments where it did get a little more quiet. We had moments where it was hard to find some action, and then we had moments where it was just absolutely incredible, more action than we could watch at a time. Again, incredible battles up and down the grid. Let's take a look at the calendar to see what we got coming up in the future. We've got through Zandvoort, we've got through Laguna Seca, and finally, we've got through our first mystery track, which was Silverstone. Next, we will be off to the Red Bull Ring. After that, we will have Oulton Park. Oulton Park, I believe, will be a reverse grid race. So whatever the standings are in your class, it will go platinum, gold, silver, bronze, but it will go last to first. So that will be absolute chaos on Oulton Park, which is a very difficult track to begin with. After Oulton Park, we're going to go to another mystery track. We'll get to go through this fun, exciting chaos once again. Then we'll head over to Donington Park, and we will round out the season with one of the favorite tracks of drivers, Suzuka. We have a great season ahead of us. We're still got so many opportunities for drivers to make up places. What's going to happen in the constructor standings? We've had some drivers that missed the first couple races, and they are back. We started with the full grid. We did shrink down a little bit, but hey, that's how it goes. Thank you everyone for being here, especially all our Patreon subscribers. Once again, want to give them a shout out, especially Russ Money out there with all his millions and millions and millions buying us a helicopter. Thank you to everyone who hung out with me in chat today. I really appreciate your comments, your thoughts, and just your company in general. It really makes it more fun, I think, for everyone that you are here. Sorry for the Cooper bots. I will talk to Bert, and we will find a way to get you back in next week. We will have a little heart-to-heart with Cooper Atherton. We will hype him up for next week in Red Bull Ring and get him ready to deliver the performance our Cooper bots expect. But ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next week for DRL Season 8 at the Red Bull Ring.
On the